today we're going to make penne with a tomato and eggplant sauce. This is a pretty simple recipe that my father taught me. The reason I've chosen eggplant is because it gives the sauce a nice thick meaty texture without having to actually cook any meat. So it's a good one if you're cooking for your vegetarian friends. So what ingredients are we using for this recipe? Ingredient number 1, extra virgin olive oil. I got organic one because I'm a bit fancy, but it doesn't really matter. Extra virgin or virgin olive oil is always the number 1 type of oil to be using in any Italian food. 1 onion. 3, we call these cloves of garlic. Now I like my food a little bit spicy, so I like to put a little chili in there. That's not a traditional part of the recipe. 1 big eggplant. 6 tomatoes. I've used Roma tomatoes, but it really passata. So I like this one to give the sauce a nice thick texture. Okay, now this is a bit of a controversial one. Oregano, 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 oregano. Fresh basil, yeah, love the smell of fresh basil. And another slightly controversial one. It's not penne, it's penne. Pe, like pen, and ne, like please never say penne. Alright, so preparation. Step 1, peel and cut. So we can also say dice. Dice just means to cut into very, very small pieces or cubes. After dicing the onion, we've got to peel and dice the garlic. Next, dice your chili. Now, the eggplant. Should also wash the eggplant. So to cut it, I like to cut it in half. Again, that same concept of dicing, which just means you have to cut it very small, or we can also say very fine. Lastly, you've got to, same thing, cut and dice your tomatoes. Alright. Okay, so the oil in the pan is nice and hot, so I'm just gonna make sure that the whole base is covered so it doesn't stick. And if you're not sure, good way to just double check that the oil is hot enough, if you just chuck in a small piece of garlic or onion and just listen for the frying sound. So let's see. So that's making a good frying sound, and we can also see it frying. So we'll add all the onion first. And you need to add the onion first because otherwise the garlic can burn. Brown. Pretty brown.
And beat the devil out of it.
And it's all brown, there's no more white bits. Okay. So I'm going to put oregano. That spoon to basically cook down to like nothing. Also add a little bit of water. I like to wash out the bottle to get any leftover bits. I want this to cook and I want it to reduce, so I'm going to partially cover it. Alright, let's see if that's a lot. Tiny bit of salt. And see the water's nice and all bubbly. Texture, see there's no liquidy bits anymore, so I'm ready to turn that one off. So we're going to shake this up a bit, put it in the bottom here, just so, throw that in. Mix that together. So we're ready to eat. We've mixed the pasta with the sauce. We've added the fresh herbs, which you always want to add at the very end. And now the most important parts. Squisito.